it's Savannah here with OM. Thanks for joining us for another Tactical Tuesday video. This week I'm going to be showing you guys Google Ads auto apply recommendations, where the list of those recommendations is located, and what we here at OM keep on and what we don't. Alright, to get started on where to find these recommendations for auto apply, you're going to open the account that you're wanting to work in as you normally would, and once you do, you're going to get to the overview screen where all of your campaign's data shows up. Once you're there, you're going to click on the left-hand side, the Recommendations tab. This is going to take you to your account-wide recommendations that you would normally see for search ads, raising budgets, etc. In the top right-hand corner here, you're going to see an Auto Apply button. Once you click that, it's going to open up this long list of recommendations that you can auto apply from Google. On the bottom here, you can extend this and it'll open another long list of other various things that you can have auto applied through your account. Google doesn't necessarily hide this, but they don't make it easy for you to find either. The real reason that we noticed that some of these recommendations were getting applied is from our change history. We were noticing things in the account differentiating, whether that be budget or certain keywords were being added that we hadn't added into the account ourselves. And it'll show you what Google has done as an auto-applied recommendation. So we went through every account in each campaign and just made sure that we had on the recommendations for auto-apply that we wanted. So I'm going to walk you through the ones that we decided to keep on, just because I believe those are some of the ones that are very helpful and some of the things that you can have done behind the scenes without having approval for every single item, if that makes sense. So some of the ones that we have on under ads and extensions, these are going to be maintain your ads in all of them. This bottom section is for growing your business. So extending your reach, upping your bids, so your budget, stuff like that. Those are things that we decided to keep off, especially in an account where there might be a fixed budget. You have a set amount of money that you can spend. So you don't want any budget changes behind your back happening on Google. Even if it's something you catch a few days away, if you're in a strict budget line, you don't want something like that happening, which is why we keep stuff like that off. So your bidding down here at the bottom, we don't have anything with that just because it is budget heavy. And then same with keywords and targeting. On a lot of our accounts, we don't have broad match keywords, which is what a lot of Google recommendations were pushing, so we decided to keep those off as well. So all of the ones that we do have on are in this maintaining ads section, which I think, if anything, is going to be your safest bet in terms of auto apply recommendations. I think these can do the least amount of damage to your account if you were to turn them on and walk away from it if you needed to. So to the ones that we decide to keep on for most of our accounts, under ads and extensions, we have using an optimized ad rotation, which just shows your best ad at the best time through your responsive search ads that you've created. If you have it selected, Google will go ahead and pull the best ads and text based on what the search result is. So we have that on because obviously if we can get the best ad in front of that person, the more likely you get the conversion, which is a win for us. The next one we have is ad responsive search ads. A lot of these I do catch in your recommendations before it's auto applied, so I go through and look at them. But a lot of them are basing that off a keyword that you've already put in there. So if you don't have any keywords that are being automatically added and you trust that Google's creating good headlines, which in these accounts I do, then I would go ahead and leave this one on as well. It just helps create more relevant ads again, but for your responsive ones. Under keywords and targeting, we have remove redundant keywords. I feel like this is kind of a no-brainer one to keep on. You don't want any words that are competing, so if you can remove those redundant ones, if you accidentally added it or if you didn't catch it when you created the account, then you're preventing bidding against yourself, and then one keyword can really strive in the area that you're going for. We also have remove non-serving keywords. These are keywords that might just not have enough search impressions or just aren't doing anything for the campaign that it's selected, so eventually it'll remove any of those non-serving keywords. Remove conflicting negative keywords. If you add a keyword to your list that is also a search term or a search keyword that you have created, it's going to remove that from your negative keyword list so that it doesn't cancel out any of your search terms. This is obviously a good one to have if you accidentally add a negative keyword that you didn't mean to, or vice versa. This helps eliminate some of that so that you're not blocking yourself from the search keywords that you want. And then use optimized targeting, get more conversions for a better cost per conversion, which is our ultimate goal for this account. So that's one that I would say feels like the best option, but it's, again, with all of these, honestly, it's based on what your account is and what you are trying to achieve. Like I said, those are just the ones that we here at OM decide to leave on for best practices here. And if you do have some of these turned on, it will pop up underneath the normal recommendations tab. You don't have to always go into that separate one. And then if you do have some of these auto apply recommendations on, not even just the ones that I talked about today, you can view them in the auto apply section here underneath history. So we've been working under manage. If you go to history, then you can see when it was last auto applied, when it was turned on, what it's doing as well. And then also through your change history, you can see if you do have a recommendation on, it'll say Google auto applied X, and it'll show you the keyword that it showed, if it changed a keyword from a certain match type to what it is now, if it adjusted the budget, etc. And a lot of the time you can reverse the auto apply through the change history. Some of the things it doesn't allow you to revert, so you'd have to do it manually, but sometimes if there's an auto apply thing that you don't agree with or didn't mean to have turned on, you'll be able to turn that off in the change history settings, which is awesome, especially if it's something that you haven't caught yet and you don't want to backtrack through a bunch of what Google auto applied already. You should be able to not manually, automatically change some of those things. Like I said earlier, Google's not necessarily hiding all of the auto apply recommendations it has, but it's not exactly broadcasting where those are and where to change them. So I think it's important to know how to navigate the ins and outs of Google's, and what some of their best practices are starting to become are having those auto apply recommendations on. So if it's not something that floats your boat, then I hope you found this helpful in having to turn them off. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.